From one heartfelt story to another now. And if you had the chance to do the ultimate roadie, where would you go? The notorious unruly British travelling family, of course, last month, they went to Hobbiton in Hamilton, didn't they?
Interesting choices. But the Kiwi couple you're about to meet got a little bit more ambitious than that. As Claire Robbie reports, Bridget Thackeray and Toffa Richwhite are circumnavigating the globe.
These are holiday snaps and stories on a whole new level. Bridget, Toffa and Gunter, their trusty Jeep, left last year.
It's the 8th of April 2018 and it's the first day of our expedition. Currently we're in the Arctic Circle in Alaska and we're about to drive all the way to New Zealand. It's going to take over 2 years and around 350,000 kilometres.
We didn't know that cooking gas will actually turn to liquid, so you can't use it, and our food all froze even in the car with us. It frozen solid, so it was quite an adventure.
Have there been lots of moments like that where you've had to sort of learn as you go?
Yep, we learned that fuel boils at 45 degrees Celsius.
They've navigated their way down through the Americas and we got to chat with them during a quick pit stop while Gunter is on a ship to Cape Town. They've still got a long way to go.
When you're packing for 2.5 years, what do you take?
Well, the problem we go for so many different clients. So we go through 45 degrees Celsius this year and negative 30 degrees and everything in between. Rainy season, not rainy season.
Despite the terrain, it hasn't been a bumpy ride.
You've only had one argument the whole time?
Yeah, I drove into a pothole and it was a typical relationship argument.
The idea for this trip came early into their relationship. In fact, before they'd even started dating.
Oh, so you're still in the honeymoon phase?
Yeah.
It's only been a year and a half, so...
Yeah, exactly. Long honeymoon. Yeah.
See how you're going after the next 2.5 years.
3 weeks after the idea, the wheels were in motion.
In terms of the driving, do you share it?
Bridget's got a lot of energy, so if she sits in the passenger seat, she's just talking the whole time, so... Conveniently, I put her in the driver's seat, and it also means that I can drone while we drive.
What started as just an adventure now has a purpose.
A huge part of it for us is sort of showcasing and uncovering environmental issues. So in New Zealand you hear about plastic being a problem and climate change and everything, but you don't necessarily see it.
They have a passion for investigating what's really happening at the wildlife sanctuaries around the world, like the whale sharks in La Paz, Mexico.
And she was swimming towards this fin.
Better make sure it's a whale shark because it's like a great white. The locals had turned the fishing industry for whale sharks into tourism, so there's no longer any whale sharking there, and now it's a full marine reserve. Now we work with Nat Geo, so every week they put out our discoveries and how Expedition Earth is going.
Nat Geo is involved, but so far, no paying sponsors. This ultimate roadie is self-funded.
We can always work for another 10 years and then buy a house in our 40s, so I think experiences sort of, you can't put a value on them, so that's what we're going with.
Remember this time